everybody, welcome. The replacement for Rip Ride Rockit is officially going up right now. The construction progress on this attraction is just insane. Today we're going to look at the construction progress, look at some of the concrete that's being poured, some of the pylons that are going up, cinder blocks. This thing is going up so fast, and we're going to talk a little bit about the speculation on what's going to be replacing it. So if you are excited about what this new attraction is going to be and when we're going to get it, stay tuned for this episode. It's going to be the one for you. Rip Ride Rockit has almost completely been taken down and dismantled to this point. And before it's even completely been taken down, they're already building the new roller coaster. Not just clearing land, they are now in construction mode. We're going to get to see a glimpse of that today. I can't believe how fast this thing is coming along. And we'll talk a little bit about when I think we're going to get this attraction. Now, because of the location of this roller coaster, it's pretty easy to get footage of what's going on there. It's kind of hard to block all that off because it's literally right here out on City Walk. And you can also get some pretty good views of it from inside the park. All right, let's take a look at the construction. It is coming along. I mean, there is a lot happening already. They are moving so fast on this construction that I feel like they're going to have this thing up and ready to go in like maybe a year. That's what I'm thinking right now. So usually about a year out is when we get the formal announcement of what the attraction is going to be. And since we haven't gotten that formal announcement just yet, we don't know what it's going to be. Replacement for Rip Ride Rockit. It's going to be Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Fast and Furious, some sort of drift coaster. We don't know for sure. So we're waiting for that formal announcement. Since it hasn't happened yet, that means that we are probably at least a year out from the opening day of this new attraction. So just taking a look at the progress that I'm seeing already, there is rebar already going up. They've got these sort of columns that are being built. I'm seeing lots of construction equipment on site, obviously. And then I'm seeing concrete being poured already. Now, you don't start pouring concrete until you are building. You know exactly what's going to go in there. You know exactly how it's going to go up. And you don't need to clear that area anymore. It's time to start pouring some concrete and building the foundation for the attraction. Now, there are a few bits and pieces of the Rip Ride Rockit that are still in place, but the majority of it is pretty much gone. And so in order to start building, they've got to remove the elements first. And now that they're all pretty much gone and you can see the construction happening, it's actually being built up. It's no longer tearing down in these sections. This sort of front section here by City Walk has been torn down for a while. They've removed all that portion of the track, all that part of the roller coaster, all the struts and everything that would be sitting on. Those are all now gone, and they're starting to actually build it up. You can see this section right here that has these sort of like wooden panels, if you will, in this sort of square layout. That's clearly where they're going to be starting to pour some concrete to get that sort of foundation built. Now, I know that there is going to be some sort of like building or shack. It could be an electrical, some sort of like electrical booth facility. That's what this square location could be. Could have something to do with the attraction itself. I'm not 100% sure. We don't know what's going to go in that building. But you can see these sort of cylindrical, almost, I don't know, rebar. I'm not a construction specialist, but this sort of like wiring or whatever, this metal wiring that you can see that's up, where columns are clearly going to be starting to be put up. Either concrete's going to be poured or metal struts and things are going to be put into place. There's a huge drill outside here, right in the very front. There's like this very large drill. I have no idea what they're drilling a hole for. It's going to be really cool though when you're in City Walk. I think based on the location of this new attraction and how close it is to the walkways there, you're going to be able to see this attraction pretty clearly from outside of Universal Studios. And the amount of progress that I'm seeing is unreal. We made our way inside the park and you can see this is where the old Rip Ride Rockit station used to be, and it's completely gone now. You've got one little section right there that's kind of still hanging on, but it's gone. And we didn't know for sure if they were going to continue using that for some sort of loading or anything like that, but it's completely gone. You see a little bit of the track is still hanging out right there. Not much left. Obviously the giant hill here, the sort of top hat where you would go up and come back down and start your journey on this roller coaster is now officially gone. You've got the big giant crane right here still as they're continuing to remove pieces. But man, it's gone. I mean, the building's gone. The whole loading structure, loading everything's completely gone now. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, what's going to be replacing Rip Ride Rockit? We've talked about this already, but I want to just reiterate, we don't know for sure. Nothing officially has been announced. I don't think we'll get an official announcement until about a year out from when it's going to actually open. So at this point, that's a little bit sad for me because I know it's going to be at least a year before this thing opens. But right now, the biggest speculation is going to be Fast and Furious, some sort of version of the Hollywood Drift. It's going to have to be different. It's not going to be a carbon copy, cut and paste version of that attraction because it won't fit there. It's a completely different layout. They would have to do something very different. Still don't know if there's going to be any dark portions because there are some buildings that are being constructed. And we'll take a look at where those buildings are going to go here in just a second. But before we do, I want to check in right here. This is where another large portion of the track was. Last time I was here for Halloween Horror Nights, a lot of the track right here was still in place and had not been removed yet. But it is now completely gone. So you can see here, man, it's complete. It's just gone. Everything's gone. There's just nothing left over here. They've ripped everything down. And all that remains now is the giant crane that did all the damage. So Fast and Furious, certainly a possibility. There's also rumor it could be a Back to the Future roller coaster. Now, I haven't put my money on that one just yet because they are putting a Back to the Future experience entire area in the Universal UK park. So I doubt that we're going to end up getting a Back to the Future coaster here in this location. Possibly, maybe we'll get Back to the Future over in the Fast and Furious Supercharged when they replace that. But I'm not thinking this location. The other biggest contender is, of course, Ghostbusters as a major contender for a few different reasons, which I'll show you and I'll talk about here in just a minute. Coming up on the back side of Rip Ride Rockit actually will be the front side of the new roller coaster replacement. And this is where the Ghostbusters firehouse is, which I'm sure you've seen multiple times in the past. And we're going to go over there. We're going to take a look at some of the stuff in the back as well and where those buildings are going to go. But if you look at these walls right here, you've got this construction sign here. This is a reference to back to Fast and Furious. You've got a few fire lane signs here now. Those are references to Ghostbusters. Post no bills. That could be a Bill Murray reference. Who knows? Not 100% sure. Again, this is Restoration Engine 89 Firehouse. That's Ghostbusters, of course, because that firehouse right there is Engine 89. And again, that is from Ghostbusters. Better roads for a better future, Back to the Future. Get a view of the firehouse from right here on this side. You can see roller coaster used to go straight through the middle of that. But all the backside of the Rip Ride Rockit is completely gone. But speculation is this is where the loading and the front of the new attraction will be. And you can see just how much room they have in this space back here. I mean, there's a ton of room. So a large building will be constructed at the back of the firehouse there. And into the extended queue for Jimmy Fallon, which we'll go look at in a second. Some more roller coaster stuff here. Another building over in this space. Again, we don't know if the building is going to be part of the attraction, meaning is it going to go inside the building for a dark portion of the attraction, or is it just have something to do with loading, unloading? We don't know yet. But there is enough space in this section to almost build an entire roller coaster. And if you think about the fact that it's going to then go all the way down the entire length of Universal Studios, all the way to the front by City Walk and have some more stuff up there, it's going to be a pretty sizable roller coaster. It's going to be pretty big, I feel like. Now, during Halloween Horror Nights, this building right here has all this green slime coming down it, lots of green flashing windows, which really does just go with this particular scare zone here. The toxic mutants here, there's a lot of green ooze and everything, and they talk about the ooze. But I just find it really coincidental that this particular building has all the slime on it and no other building does. But I digress. I think that's just a coincidence, but whatever, I don't care. So it does feel very Ghostbusters-like. But here we go. This is the firehouse. I just want to go in the back here and show you where the new building is going to be constructed. So there's now a wall up here. I was just here the other day, and this was blocked. It was not blocked off. You could actually see back here. Now I just could peek through the crack in the wall there the green wall that's now up there, and you can see through there construction is happening. So all the concrete was back there with all the queue and line stuff back there is now all been completely removed, and it's just dirt back there. It's like muddy dirt, sand type stuff in right through that crack I can see in the wall. So that's all been completely ripped out, and they're already looking at building the structure, the building there. So just in that short period of time since I was here last time, they've not only blocked that off now, but they've all torn all that stuff out and are preparing to build. So a lot is happening here. I want the official announcement. I'm ready. Give it to us. Let us know what this is going to be. Stop teasing us. Stop playing with us. It's probably Fast and Furious, which is my least favorite potential thing that's going to go here of all the options. I want it to be something else. I'm not going to lie. I want it to be Ghostbusters. Everybody who watches my channel knows I'm all about the Ghostbusters for this attraction. I'm still holding out hope, crossing my fingers. There's a lot of stuff pointing to that. But man, it's coming up soon. I'm thinking we're going to get a formal announcement on this within the next couple of months. Before the end of the year, we'll get an announcement on what this is. This is an Intamin roller coaster, same people that made Jurassic Velocicoaster. So that's probably the level of intensity that this roller coaster is going to have. I think this park has to have a high intensity roller coaster. I'm still hoping for a dark ride portion to this roller coaster. I think that was missing from Rip Ride Rockit. I think that's needed. We'll see if we end up getting that. But we do need a high intensity roller coaster in this park. Other parks need more dark rides, mid-range, chill rides. This park needs an intense roller coaster. So I expect this thing to be on par with Velocicoaster in some capacity. Hopefully it's a spinner of some kind like Cosmic Rewind. I don't know, but either way, the construction is happening so fast. I mean, man, it is going quick. All the stuff that I keep seeing in the front there, we're gonna keep coming back here. We'll keep checking on the progress, see if we can get any tidbits of what it might be. Once more construction materials start landing on site, some of the roller coaster track pieces, and then potentially even the ride vehicles, that's gonna probably give us our first clues as to what this is, and we'll probably get that before they even make an official announcement. So you're going to want to stay tuned to this channel because we'll keep reporting out on it. As new permits, things are filed for the building, the construction, we'll be posting those as well. So anyhow, that's all we've got. A lot of construction stuff happening. I'd love to hear from you below. Tell me what you think this is going to be. Are you excited? Can you believe how fast they're moving on this? I mean, no shade to any of the other parks, but I feel like a lot of other parks just take a lot longer to build stuff than Universal. I feel like once Universal sets their mind on building something, it goes up in a flash. I mean, the difference in how Epic Universe looked only a couple of years after they sort of cleared the space, got all the stuff moved, everything in Epic Universe went up so fast. So I'm expecting this to happen really quickly, and we could be looking at an opening date for this attraction sometime in 2026. That would be awesome. Maybe even for Christmas 2026. That'd be a great Christmas present. So anyhow, let me know what you think. What are you hoping for? What do you expect? Any other comments you have, just drop them below. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this content. Till I see you next time. The Noble Way is the easy way. Bye-bye, everybody.